Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia's offense will take the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Lost, the defense is wide open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he may
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they've got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Comes out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Let's go. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught near the sideline, it's Montgomery. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
That is the score. Georgia 21, Texas A&M 6.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It'll be a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also...
Pass on the way. It's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? All year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to...
And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Garrison. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're going to keep this drive going. He'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They go to the ground. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. Just slithers through the tackle and he's got room to run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Makes a move. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. At the 35, he's open. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to pass it. Caught close to the marker. It's Gburg. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the ground with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. He's loose. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flawletta. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work.
Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's got great speed. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Dogs will hustle to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wang. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do.
The 1st down pass.
Game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker.
The receiver is
Understanding when to get ready.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Wang. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. The sure hands, it's Floretta. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.